Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you guys can probably tell by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be talking about Amy and Sam's relationship in Heartland Season 14. Now before I go any further in the video, I need to remind you guys to please leave a like on the video if you enjoy and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to help me reach the goal of 20,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate that. And without dragging this intro on any longer, let's jump into today's video. So, I made my review of Heartland Season 14, Episode 5, and a lot of the comments on that video were you guys talking about Sam and Amy and their possible relationship. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit that I was very extremely unsure about adding these new characters in Season 14. Simply because of the way Heartland Season 14 is with the death of Ty and that emotional start to the season and just the amount of heartbreak and sadness I knew would come from that story. And so adding any male characters into the Heartland story in Season 14, I automatically knew that the question was, are any of these new characters going to be Amy's new love interest? Now, I'm going to say this before I go any further in the video. I miss Ty, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are going to think that I'm lying. I'm not. I actually do miss Ty. I didn't think I would miss Ty as much as I miss Ty, but I have to admit that it's very different watching Heartland without Ty. Not because I liked Amy and Ty together so much, but because I liked Ty as a character. So I do miss Ty, and Heartland is very different without Ty. That being said, Season 14 is one of my favorite seasons, if not my favorite season of the show so far over the 14 seasons. It is definitely one of my favorite seasons. But that's because of the way Season 14 is. I like drama. I like dramatic storylines. I like change in TV shows. So when we were introduced to Sam in this last episode, surprisingly, I wasn't expecting to, I really liked his character. I thought that his character was interesting. I liked the storyline, and I liked his character's story, and I liked watching him interact with Jack and Tim, and just the way that his character was added to the story, I really liked. And I'm hoping that we get to see more of him in Season 14. Obviously, if the writers choose to go down the path of him being Amy's new love interest, we will see Sam more in Season 14. Now, why do I think that he could be Amy's new love interest? Well, a couple of reasons actually. He agreed to help Amy with the wild horse, and you might be thinking, Hannah, that is nothing. You're right, helping Amy with the wild horse, letting the wild horse stay on his land, that really is nothing, but I can see the writers using that as a way to have Amy be around him more, because obviously if the wild horse stays on his land, then Amy's probably most likely going to go over and check on him, because we saw in Season 14, Episode 5, that Amy does truly care about this wild horse and wants to see him get better. So I'm guessing it's safe to say that she will be going over and making sure that this horse is okay. Now, what does that mean for Amy and Sam's relationship? Well, if Amy's around Sam more, Amy will get to know Sam better than anyone else. And this could just be my own opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But I really want to know more about Sam's story. I think his character is really interesting, and I'm really hoping we get to learn more about him in season 14, and what better way to do that than having Amy be around Sam, and that is the way we learn more about him. Now, when it comes to their relationship and how fast it should or could happen, I don't think it's going to happen in season 14. Or at least it shouldn't happen in season 14. I can see them becoming friends in season 14, but anything farther than that I think would cause more damage to the show, just because of the way season 14 is and the death of Ty in season 14. I think a lot of Heartland fans would think that that is way too fast for Amy to be in another relationship. Now keep in mind that there is a year in between the events of Tys Death in Heartland season 14 episode 1 and the rest of the events that are taking place in Heartland season 14. So Ty did die a year ago. Basically in 1401 we see Ty die, and then a year passes, okay? So Ty died a year ago. Now, is that still too soon for Amy to enter a relationship? Yes, I think it is. Even at the memorial in 1401, Amy calls Ty her soulmate. So I think that entering a relationship only a year and a bit after your soulmate dies, I think that that is way too fast, and I think the writers know, or at least I pray they know, that that would have horrible consequences for season 14. And season 14 of Heartland already has a lot going against it, just with Ty dying. That hurt a lot of fans, and a lot of people are actually very angry at the writers for killing off Ty. Now, I think I have to make this clear. Graham Wardle wanted to leave Heartland. The writers just didn't kill him off because they didn't want his character there. Graham, as a person, wanted to leave the show, and I don't think people know that, or I don't think people want to accept that or understand it or something, because all the comments I see talking about Tys Death is blaming the writers, and I'm just like, he wanted to leave. They couldn't just, oh, okay. But yeah, I would really like to see the start of Amy and Sam's relationship. I know that I might be the only one, but I do miss Ty, and I think I need to make that clear again. But I am excited for this new chapter of Heartland, and I really like Sam's character, so if Amy and Sam end up together, I'm not gonna hate it. I just hope they go about it in a very slow way, because I think, as I've said many times, having Amy jump into a relationship this soon after her soulmate dies, I think that would anger a lot of people more than Tys Death already has, and that would have catastrophic, horrible, actually, the show would just end, okay? It wouldn't just be consequences. It wouldn't just be horrible consequences. It wouldn't just be terrible consequences. The show would end. Okay. But I am aware, and I hope that the rest of the Heartland fans are aware as well, that Amy being in a relationship or entering a new relationship also allows for character development for Amy as a character and the progression of the show. So I hope eventually fans become more okay with Amy dating, and if it is Sam, that's great. If it's not Sam, I'm fine with that too. I gotta be honest, I really like Sam's character, and I think he's very interesting, and I want to definitely learn more about his character. And yeah, I literally, honestly, I could just see Amy and him being in a relationship, or the writers at least wanting to go in that direction. But I hope they do it in a way that, doesn't ruin the show, because That'd be awful. But anyway, that is basically all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. What do you think of Amy and Sam being in a relationship? Would you be okay with it? What did you think of the introduction of Sam in Heartland 1405? Do you like his character? Why or why not? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. But with that being said, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.